Hey guys, so we thought we'd go ahead and give you a garden update. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you guys around how everything's looking, how everything's doing. I had just got done watering and pruning everything. So we're just gonna go ahead and walk through and show you what we've got going on. Okay, so right here we have the tomatoes. They're doing pretty well. We are having a beetle problem. So the other day I came out and there was beetles all over this, and like this used to be so beautiful and purple, and now it's just like almost dead. So we've got to get rid of these beetles and get this back to health. They have also ate up our potatoes. So all the other tomatoes are doing pretty good. They started chewing up our tomatoes too, so we really have to
Potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes. These are sweet potatoes. So you can see they really tore this guy up right here, and they're still on here now. Get out, guys. We're gonna have to really get these guys out of here. I believe they're some type of beetle. They are some type of beetle. I don't know what kind of beetle. We need to look it up. But yeah, if you look in here, we've got a ton of tomatoes growing in here. They're looking pretty good. Soon, hopefully they get red, turn red and get nice and juicy. But yeah, there's a ton growing in here. All the other plants are starting to grow tomatoes too. Over here, we've got some peppers starting to grow. You can see right here we've got one. Here's another right here. Yeah, these peppers are doing pretty good. This basil, the beetles got that a little too. They're messing us up in here. The beets are starting to grow. We planted those from seed a little late, so they're not quite big yet. And then we've got the scallions doing well. The carrots are starting to come in. We planted those late too. Okay. Cilantro is getting crazy over here. The peppers are getting, we had to cut them down because they were starting to fruit and they were too small, so we're letting the bush out a little bit. Hopefully they'll get a little taller, and then we're going to go ahead and hopefully get some fruit off of those, or technically a vegetable. And then over here we've actually got some eggplants growing. So you can see these got little guys right here, and there's a bigger one back here. I don't know if you can get that big one back there.
Look up that leaf.
There's a big one growing back there.
I see it.
And a mushroom.
It's a big one.
Yeah, these are doing pretty good. We did have the beetles eat these up a little bit at first, but they're doing a lot better now. We've got to get some more mint spray and neem oil out here.
We got plenty of mint. It doesn't seem to be working.
You guys come over here. The zucchinis are doing really well. We actually harvested one the other day, and then we've got another big one right here. And there's another little one growing in here. And then on the plant behind here, we've got two huge ones growing. One right here and one in the front over there. Can you see it?
Yeah.
And then the cucumbers are doing pretty well. If you look in here, you can see we got a little guy growing right here. There's little cucumbers growing all over the place. It's doing really well. Here's a nice one right down here. And actually we've got a huge one on the other side. I'm going to show you guys the huge cucumber that we've got growing. It's pretty big. Okay guys, check this guy out down here. He's doing pretty good. He's getting pretty big. He's hanging out down here. He's going to be ready to get picked soon, I think. If I could lift him up anymore. I don't know, I'll just leave it. Okay. Yeah, we've got quite a few cucumbers coming in. And then over here, we don't have any butternut squash growing yet, but this is getting a little bigger. We just put holes in and kind of like tied them up because we're gonna grow them up because as you can see, our yard is not huge, so we don't have a lot of space. So we're gonna go ahead and grow all the squash up, as well as the zucchini. We're gonna grow them up, and usually they'll grow out into like a big bush, like 4 to 6 feet bush. So we're just gonna keep them trimmed and grow them straight up the pole, which is pretty cool. If you look right here, you can see we've got some squash coming. Those are looking pretty good. Nice and big. flowers. And then over here we've got some baby cantaloupes growing, so I'm pretty excited about these. So we've got a nice sized one right here. And then there are some other little ones all throughout here growing. There's another little one. So we're gonna be snacking on some melon soup, some squash, zucchini, peppers, you name it, we got it. Not just kidding. But no, everything's doing pretty well. We really enjoy it. It's a lot of work, but it's fun work. It helps me and Ryan spend a lot of time together. It helps us like brainstorm and like think of like plans and ideas together. So it's a really good way to spend time together if you're looking for a way to spend time with your significant other. Remember, it is a lot of work, but it's fun work. Like, I enjoy watering the plants and trimming them. It's really like relaxing and just kind of fun. So we really are enjoying having the garden so far. And yeah, but that's our update. I'll put a picture up of like what it was looking like a few weeks ago, maybe when I posted a video of it, and then now, so you guys can really see the difference, because it's a huge difference. But yeah, everything's doing really well and we're really happy with it. So yeah. So as you guys know from the last video, we got a worm farm. So it really wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to be like terrified to like touch the worms and they were going to be like squirming around, but it really wasn't that bad. It was pretty easy. I just, you know, put a few in each, like not a few, I put like a couple handfuls of worms in each garden bed, and then to, you know, help those with their nutrients and stuff and help loosen up the dirt and keep it nice for the plants. And then we have a bunch of worms down here in the worm farm. So the worms just live in here. We just put like paper in here and we just keep it a little damp. And then there's trimmings from the garden, which you can see they're eating up, and you can see their worm castings laying around on top of there. And then that's just some dirt. But yeah, this is where the worms stay at. And over time, there are more trays to add on top. So there'll be about 5 trays once we get it where it's supposed to be. That might take a few months, but it's really good to have, because the worm castings help give the plants nutrients and keep the dirt easy and pliable for the roots to be able to grow through really nicely. So it's really good to have that. So it wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be, and it's really healthy for the plants in the garden. So we're really glad that we had gotten that.
Mackenzie, what do you do to help out with the garden?
Yeah.
Do you help out with the garden?
What do you do in the garden?
What do you do?
I dig.
You dig? You dig holes, look up. Stop being shy.
You dig, and what else?
So
What do you do to help out?
I
You dig?
and
You pick the basil and you eat it.
I pick the basil
The
and
mint?
I eat it, and the mint.
Do you like the way how it tastes?
Yeah, I like the way how it tastes.
What about the zucchini that we picked the other day? Did you like that?
Yeah, the zucchini we picked today is a very good zucchini. It's our first plant of the garden.
What do you think about the worms?
The worms are pretty good in the garden. They're pretty nice. They're pretty good. They're our pets.